Hi there. I just wanted to talk a little bit about a couple things that I think are really helpful for personal finances. And I know in one of my videos, I believe my favorite things for 2012, I may have mentioned the personal finance software You Need a Budget, or YNAB for short. And I believe I said it was excellent, and it is. It is the personal finance software that I use. I have used for several years. And I have tried many, and by far it's the best. Now I know everyone's needs are different, and not all software is going to fit everyone's style or personality for how they want to manage their money. I get that. But if you haven't looked into this software, I urge you to, because it's really good, and it really makes it very simple. And they've put a lot of work into upgrading things, and it really is a very smooth, sleek, well-made software. And you should try that for sure if you haven't. And for people who don't know what it is an envelope style or envelope budget based budgeting software. The envelope budget is where you took an envelope, you wrote each envelope had a title or a name or a category. Groceries, gas, clothing. All your budgeting categories had an envelope. People would cash their paychecks, they would disperse their money in the different envelopes, and that was their budget. And when the envelope was empty, they were done spending. Well, the problem today is people don't cash their checks very often anymore. There's direct deposit, and we swipe our cards. So for the electronic age, financial software is super helpful. It does all the math for you, so if you're still using your handwritten bank ledger, one error in your math, and you've set yourself back you have to go back through and try to find the problem. This does the math for you, and you can search. It just makes things so much easier when you have an electronic system. But this also then has a budgeting side. It has your ledger side, then it also has a section for your budget, and it doesn't have little pictures of envelopes. If you've seen maybe envelopes, is a similar type. It's based on the same envelope budgeting theory or principle, but that one I've tried, and I'm not going to say it's bad, but you have to pay to use it. It's a monthly fee, and to me, having to pay monthly to save money defeats the purpose of trying to save money. So with YNAB, I want to say it's around $60, but please don't quote me on that. Yeah, you'd have to look it up to be sure, but I believe it's around $60. But it's a one-time purchase, and then it's yours, and you own it, and the updates are free. And they have been really making leaps and bounds on that software, and the updates, when they have one, they're usually huge, and or they work out a bug, and really now there's like no bugs that I'm aware of. I have not had a problem. But it takes the same theory, no little pictures of envelopes, but it makes it just so simple to budget your money. And there's reports that you can print that are really easy to read. Everything about that software is like user friendly, and it really makes managing your finances so much easier. Another thing I wanted to talk about real quick is a book that I've just started reading about, I want to say a week ago. This woman also has a blog that I follow. I'm not really a blog follower, but there's a couple that I enjoy that I follow. And this one is The Money Saving Mom. She's got a lot of really awesome tips and money saving tricks, and she offers like coupons and freebies, links to different things that help you save money, great recipes, household tips. And she came out with a book, and it's backwards, and I'm sorry because I didn't flip my screen. The Money Saving Mom's Budget. And she really talks a lot about very simple things, but even for somebody like me who thinks I know what I should be doing, I don't always do those things. So sometimes just having a little bit of motivation is very helpful. She talks about breaking down setting financial goals and then breaking them down. This is not a boring read. This is actually quite it's a short read, as you can see. It's not a big long one, and I'm not too far in, but she really gets to the point, and she does not do so in a boring way. This isn't going to be like another financial book where you want to snooze before you get through the first chapter. It's engaging. She talks to you in your terms, not in the terms of someone who's a financial planner or in the profession of finances who talks kind of above, I think, the average Joe. Does that make sense? She uses terms and she uses ideas and tips that are really easily put into practice by anyone. But this book has got some really good ideas for setting financial goals, and she talks about how to break those financial goals down. I can set all kinds of really good financial goals, but I guess I don't ever really put a whole lot of thought into the, after I've set the goal, what comes next, like how do I actually achieve it. So I've had financial goals that I've never even come close to reaching, but this really the first chapter talks about how you set some of those goals and then how to really break it down so that you actually achieve them. And then she talks about, how the clutter, your paper clutter, can really screw up your finances. And people who don't know that, who live in paper clutter and can't understand why their bills don't get paid and why their lights got shut off, and those two things really do go hand in hand. And she discusses that, and in a way that it does not make you feel guilty or bad. She is very encouraging. So this is just a really good book. I've read a lot of personal finance books, and some of them I've enjoyed. Some of them I didn't enjoy, but the information was good. And some of them, the information would have probably been good, but I couldn't make it through the book. So I have read a lot of books, and the tips that most people have really are good ones, but some people try to make you feel bad. I don't know what works for different people. Some people need a real good kick in the butt. Some people don't. Some people just want some information and not be made to feel like they're a loser for not knowing how to do things, or just not having the gumption to do it, I guess. This is a good book. You should just read it if you want. It's excellent, I think. I'm not that far into it, like I said, but as far as I've gotten, and I've browsed through some of the other pages. She's got little tips. She does have some sections on couponing. I personally am not a couponer, but she has a section for beginning couponers and advanced couponers. So anyone who uses coupons to help save them some money, you got more information in here. And I'm not being asked to promote this book, or I don't even know. I've never met the author. It just is a book that I'm enjoying on personal finance. And I'm not being asked by You Need a Budget to promote their product either. I just think it's a really good one. I've never been asked or paid or anything to promote a product. If I ever was, I would certainly let you know. So anything that I ever tell you about, it's personally my own opinion. It's just something I like. So you don't ever have to worry about me filling you full of beans because somebody's paying me to do it. So those are just some things that I think are good about those two products for personal finance. I'm going to make another video to kind of show you what I do to try to organize my family's bills and how I kind of run our finances. So I will make that video next. Bye.